Hey besties and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be giving Red Velvet a full album comeback. This is something I've been wanting to do, and since they haven't had a comeback yet, I thought this would be fun to do. Now, let's get started with the video. Since they're so versatile with their concepts and are known for coming up with something new and unique from other groups, I wanted to give them something creative, but still within their Velvet concepts. I decided to give them a Velvet comeback since we've been getting Red concepts since Queendom, and don't get me wrong, I love their Red concepts so much, and sometimes their greatest songs come from their Red concept. But I think it's time for a good Velvet comeback. For this concept, I decided to go towards the more dark route and give them a horror concept. But of course this won't be any typical horror concept. The concept will be where they are trapped in a horror movie, but some of the girls are the killers or villains in the movie, so it plays in with the lore. From their previous concepts, I've seen it where one member is usually controlling something or someone, and I thought it'd be good to keep that theme going in here. The only thing is that the concept won't be completely Velvet, because it will have some red hints in there, almost like Really Bad Boy. Since we're getting close to Halloween anyways, I thought this would be fitting, and it's something that's unique but not too crazy since I couldn't really come up with anything too quirky for them. This will have very dark and sinister themes, but the overall concept is horror movie, mainly a mix of late 80s and 90s horror movies. For the music video, it's pretty self-explanatory since the concept is a horror movie theme, but I have specific ideas for the video. I'm not too sure on how I want the music video to start, but I want it to be a bit similar to Peekaboo and Russian Roulette in the sense that they're trying to kill each other with references to different old horror movies like Chucky, Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th and more. Like I said earlier, there's usually a member controlling the other girls or being the ringleader in their lore, so I think it'll be a good idea for either Irene or Seulgi to the ringleader. I feel like something that would be a little more creative to the music video would be where the different killers or references could be metaphors for the deadly essence to add more of a story to it. For example, in Peekaboo, they were in this psychotic cult and were killing pizza boys either as a sacrifice or some deeper reason, so I want it to be a reason as to why they're trapped in the thriller horror movie and why they're being controlled. I would want the music video to have the same look it had in Really Bad Boy, where the movie scenes have fake props and stuff. Of course it won't show them actually getting fake killed, but more in a suggested way that's appropriate. For the ending, I thought it'd be interesting to have one of the members wake up on a couch after falling asleep thinking everything was a dream, but she sees the other members hovering over her with weapons and she does that Home Alone type scream, then it ends. I basically want there to be some campiness since Red Velvet always perfects that area, but still be dark and a little edgy. For the title track, this is probably the most difficult part since they're always so unpredictable with their title tracks and you literally never know what they're gonna release next. But since their Velvet songs are a bit more toned down, it was a bit easier. Instead of just giving them one song, I decided to give them two different songs that would mix together for their title track. This is just because they have such a signature sound and barely any other group sounds like them, so I think it'd be better to give them a mix of two songs to show how I want it to sound better. So, here's what I would want the title track to be. These two songs have very different sounds and overall vibe, but having it mixed together is so fitting for Red Velvet. Pandora has that electric almost early 80s synth sound that's elegant but still with high energy. I knew once I heard the chorus, it reminded me of them since they're a group full of amazing vocalists and they're known to do some choruses like this. For Sweet Juice, it gives more of that sultry early 2000s R&B vibe, but with added darkness and somewhat of a haunting sound to it. With the grandness and slight elegance of Pandora and sultriness and dark elements of Sweet Juice combined, would be such an amazing Velvet concept song for them. Of course, I'm not imagining the two songs exactly combined being the actual title track, but just more of a basic idea of how I'd imagine it to sound. Now, let's go on to the B-sides. For the B-sides, I wanted some of the songs to still kinda be similar to the title track in terms of having the dark and sultry sound, but still of course still be versatile since Red Velvet are known to have multiple genres in one album. I tried to find some that were pretty different from their other songs, but still similar in a way, so here are the B-sides for the album. So for the styling, I don't know much of the specifics with what exactly I want them to wear, but I know that I want the overall vibe to be dark, almost haunting-like, but also have an edge to them. I want the overall styling to have a nice variety that's still relative to the concept, such as having them dress a little more rockish than dressing in a mysterious yet enchanting style. Here's some examples of what I have in mind. When I made for the style to have an edge, this is what I meant. A lot of dark reds and a somewhat punk style, then also having outfits that are reminiscent of Psycho era, but in a more horror way. Speaking of horror, I also want some horror aspects to the styling too. I'm mainly thinking a lot of corset tops, gloves, and decorative bottoms. Of course there will be some accessories added to accentuate the outfits more, although I would love for them to wear high platforms and heels. I would only have them wear that in the music video, just so it won't be so hard to dance in them. I also think adding some patterns and other accessories like a fluffy coat or cute belts and maybe some undershirts to make it a bit more Red Velvet-like. Some other patterns like plaid and stripes. I know this is somewhat unrelated, but for hairstyles, I would love to see either Yeri have that brown with blonde streaks all over hairstyle since I think it'll suit her well, and maybe Seulgi brings back the red hair but darker and maybe with bangs. I would also like for Wendy to have the same haircut she had in the 2019 Riff Festival era. Overall, the styling is like a combination of Psycho, Bad Boy, and Birthday but darker with more horror vibes. And that's the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you'd want, and have a good day. Bye besties.